He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow.
That's not surprising. You've built this up in your head.
Yes, but now I feel guilty for being relieved. Ugh. Why must this all be so complicated? Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
Okay.
Yes, Aggies. I have spent far too much time here. I do not recommend it.
If you're here about the blood stain, I'll get to it when I get to it. If you got credits, spend them with Ethan. Or leave.
You run this place all by yourself?
You surprised or disappointed? It's my name on the outside, isn't it? Been here too damn long to let someone else come in and muck it up. Hell, even finding decent help isn't worth the trouble half the time. Ethan's got half a brain in his head, seems like, so maybe he'll work out.
Is the stretch always this crowded?
More and more as time goes on. Plenty of folks looking to get out from under the thumb of the UC, or taking their first steps to being independent. City's been slow to keep up with all the new people. Took them forever to put up the outer walls, and at this rate, they'll need to expand again soon.
I'm looking for Erin Bascom.
You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon.
Is there a problem?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one blundering in here with her in tow, asking questions.
Don't worry about her. You're dealing with me. Okay, fine. We're looking for Erin.
I heard you. Ain't deaf. She didn't ruin Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere?
We're trying to make up for things.
Ha! Forgive me if I don't take you at your word. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damned zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough.
Clearly you care about him. We do too.
If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla too, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove 'em.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand.
Let's just calm down. We're not here to hurt anyone.
Fine. Fine. Let us leave this place at once.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
Okay. Talk to Andrea. I need to eat. I'm hungry. So, bitten sandwich, shepherd's pie, carrots, celery, chunks. I need a drink. Do I have any? No. Hydrate for 30 minutes. All right. Andrea.
We have something to go on at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience.
It was the truth, nothing more or less.
And yet it is my past we are trying to clear up. That is... It means a lot. I'm eager to reach Hyla too, and speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety.
Can I ask you some questions about our journey to find your...
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm
Lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back.
Alright, Aaron, what do you want to talk about?
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now.
I'll let you do the talking.
Thank you. From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That, too, I fear, is my fault. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him.
Can we speak? Or... Can I speak? There we go.
Something important or just conversation?
Can I ask you some questions about our journey to find our friends?
Of course. What would you like to know?
What can you tell me about Aaron Bascom?
He is a quiet man. Reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments. It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. I did not feel it was right. I hope this is not a mistake.
How do you know anyone else is still alive?
I do not know, not for sure. I did not see them fall that day, and I suppose I have hoped they survived. I admit I have not investigated before now, at least in part because of what I feared I might learn.
Why did House Varun rely on smugglers?
House Varun is in a distant corner of space, far away from the rest of the settled systems. While this serves our interests, it can also pose challenges. Many critical resources are scarce, and diplomatic relations with the United Colonies and Freestar Collective were tense at the best of times. It was the most practical way to acquire what we need, without raising too many questions. Still is.
Can't think of any other questions?
Then we should return to our task.
Do you mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Yes, of course.
I'd like to know about more about House Varun.
I am not surprised you have questions.
What's like being part of House Varun?
It is not for the faint of heart, I assure you. To know what the future will bring, what will be not just your fate, but that of all those around you. And yet to have no choice but to keep that to yourself. It is a challenge. But as I have told you, it also fills me with purpose. And that purpose is what guides me and drives me.
Can you explain the Great Serpent to me?
You might as well just ask me to explain the universe. Here is what I can tell you. The Great Serpent revealed himself to Jinan Barun decades ago. He explained that it was he who had created this galaxy and breathed life into it. And while he had slumbered after his creation, he would return soon. And when he did, those who had served him in his stead would be rewarded, while the rest were cast into shadow. And so for generations, we have prepared for his return.
Do you think he'll ever return to your home?
That is not for me to decide. If the High Council summons me home, I will go. Until then, I will perform whatever tasks they ask of me.
Does it bother you being away from your people?
I am human. Of course it bothers me.
But I have a mission. My mission helps preserve the lives and safety of my people. That is more important than my personal feelings.
Do you worry about people finding out?
For all that I have seen and experienced, I have never been as afraid as the day Sarah and Vladimir confronted me. But they agreed to keep my secret, and they have held true to their word. That surprised me, but also gave me some amount of comfort. I know that most would not react the same. House Varun is still widely hated in the settled systems, and that sentiment will not change anytime soon. It is, after all, much of the reason I was sent here in the first place.
Why does House Rune send out undercover agents?
You know, of course, of our tumultuous history with the people of the settled systems. Few have forgiven the Serpent's crusade. The High Council worries that many would still plot to wipe us out completely. And so we watch. We look for warning signs and we send word back. And it does not help that we are unfortunately still dependent on supplies. Life on the edge of the settled systems is difficult, and no one will formally trade with us. So agents also help oversee deals with smugglers and the operations needed to transport supplies back home.
I'm good for now.
You are welcome.
Okay, what else? What's your favorite place in the settled systems?
You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge. I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious.
Do you ever want to captain your own ship?
I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you. And that, I think, has worked out very well.
What do you like to do on your free time?
Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that.
That's all for now.
Thank you for asking.
Got nothing else. Alright.
We will speak again.
Yes, we will.
It's clear. Initiating landing sequence.
Alright, that's it. Can't drive anymore. Defeat the zealots? What the fuck? Ah. What they hit me with?
Oh, good one.
Someone's still up there. Let me get the credits. Yeah, sure.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Shotgun shells, that's what I need.
For this great service, I have lost your offering. Ah! I'm hit! Come to die, have you?
Level 60? Holy shit. Okay.
Ah! I can't see! Ah! You'll pay for that. Ah!
Andrea, where you at?
Back in space, you coward!
I exploded some.
And now for your judgment.
What the hell? Oh no. Is somebody down here?
That was quite a leap.
Where's the body?
I thought I saw something. I need to be sure.
Go ahead.
I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Well, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing.
Are we? Wait, this was my okay. All this time I thought it was a person and it was a robot. Contraband. Oh, there's contraband here, huh?
You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. in her own way.
She went hunting zealots. What are the odds she's still alive?
For anyone else, I would say the chances of survival are slim. But for Jada, she is alive and on a mission. I would bet my life on it. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot, and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I have discovered something else, and I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him, that they knew where to look for him.
IG said he's been scared for years. Maybe that's all it is.
His fears were well-founded, if the Zealots did indeed come for him. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik.
You'll have to explain this to me. I'm lost.
Yes, I'm sorry. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Baroon. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Baroon, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him.
House Faroon doing something shady? Who would have imagined it?
Haha, your sarcasm is noted. But truly, this is unusual. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
Travel to the den, okay.
Either she is here, or someone will know where we can find her. She is still alive. I know it.
We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ship.
I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
It's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on the edge of UC space. But it's just so quiet.
Hey there. Ain't seen you before. What brings you to the den?
I'm on a mission.
Ah, woman with a purpose. Good. I like that. Don't worry, I won't ask questions. I know well as anyone that secrets ought to stay secret. Well, you're welcome here, so long as I don't hear you disrespecting the United Colonies military. You got a problem with our history or our heroes? And you can find somewhere else to get yourself a drink. Clear?
I need to locate Jada Huang.
That's so. Vanguard pilot. A pretty good one from what I hear. Got a real attitude, though. You could always ask the other Vanguard pilots. Or, since you're already here, I do happen to offer services in exchange for payment. One of those services can be information. You get what I'm saying here?
Alright, fine, I'll pay.
Then I will tell you that I happen to overhear she's out in the Groombridge system. And from what I hear, Reyna ain't happy about it. And our little transaction here is concluded. Pleasure doing business.
Thanks.
Long live the UC.
Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm here with Andrea. We've been looking for you.
You're what? You've got to be kidding me. You show up here now of all times? Shit. I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight.
Alright. And just trying to make up for what happened years ago.
10 years after the fact? With nothing in between? You'll have to forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Suspicious, even. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jada. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was Zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer?
I'm a friend of Andrea's, that's all.
I was too a ways back. You can see how that's worked out for me. What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me.
You hate Zealots, we hate Zealots, thought we could help each other out.
Yeah. Difference is, though, I haven't been working with them. She has.
I would never!
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the Zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the Zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen.
If you're sure of this, then let's see the proof. Convince us.
I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jada. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomasar. Tomasar Kadik. That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots.
And did you hear this from Aaron?
Aaron? What? No. I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jada, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this. I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
Something on your mind?
You think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both! Get back to your ship!
I smile today in the knowledge that the Great Serpent has truly blessed my ship and my crew. Why
Need separation, Captain.
delivered unto me the dregs of our purge years ago. The awful that escaped our righteous judgment.
Fascinate me.
I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying.
He seemed pretty sure of himself, so let's go ask the High Council.
Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Baroon values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return.
They can't force you to stay away forever.
Maybe not forever, but certainly until our mission has been accomplished. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Baroon's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted.
Sounds like you're being used.
It has been deemed necessary for the protection of House Baroon. And for generations, it has worked. Who am I to question it? But there is something I can do. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen.
There's been plenty of danger so far.
And we have survived this, yes, but what comes next is different. I just want to make that clear. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
Okay, derelict station.
Pressure.
All right, follow me. I will say again, there is danger for you here, likely for us both. I need you to trust me. These stations were built by the United Colonies during the Serpent's Crusade. They were abandoned when peace was brokered. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight. Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile.
Okay, I trust you.
Thank you. Please give me a moment.
There's a person up there. I see him. He's watching us.
And it's
I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Tomisar.
I am surprised by your tone. What has gotten into you? This is very unlike you. Almost insubordinate.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me. To the zealots. To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me.
You must be mistaken, or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Tomisar. You did this. You told them where to find us.
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand.
Sounds like you're the one. I'm here to support my friend. Something seems she's been lacking.
Insolence! You have corrupted her!
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Varun.
You think you can just keep lying?
I have already said this is a misunderstanding.
Maybe being a little more honest would help.
But I am. If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council. To House Varun. Without me, she can never return home. You must make her listen to reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything!
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not?
Isn't there some other way?
I do not know. Maybe. Maybe if the High Council sees what he has done.
Shadow Council. Let them deal with him.
Fine. Consider yourself fortunate. You get to live.
This is not over. The High Council will hear of your treason.
Perhaps they will hear of your actions as well, Tomisar. Think on that. Come. Let us leave this place. I wish to return to the lodge.
You will regret this!
Let me just... I can't loot. I can't loot.
How fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there?
How are you? Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that after all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Varun. This room may now be the only place I have left to call home.
The lodge will always be here for you. We all will.
Yes. I know that I am not completely alone. And that offers some comfort. But it is more complicated than that. I do not know how to live without some connection to House Varun. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life. The force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that?
Your connection to the Great Serpent was never through Tomisar. It's still there inside of you.
Yes, that is true. Whatever else has happened or will happen, the Great Serpent still holds a purpose for me. You have been by my side through all of this, the most turbulent time in my life. And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. If I am repeating myself, you will have to forgive me. I cannot overstate what it means to me.
That's what best friends are for, isn't it?
I have never had a best friend, but I believe that sounds right. So if we are to be best friends, then I shall do everything I can to be there for you, in the way that you have for me. How can I sit here feeling sorry for myself when there is so much for us to do?
Alright.